In a small coastal town, there stood an old lighthouse that had been abandoned for decades. The townsfolk whispered tales of its haunted past, claiming that the spirit of the old lighthouse keeper, Captain Gray, still roamed the halls. One stormy night, a young couple, Tom and Lucy, decided to explore the lighthouse, seeking adventure and a break from their mundane lives. They armed themselves with flashlights and made their way up the winding path to the towering structure. As they entered the lighthouse, the air grew colder, and an eerie silence enveloped them. The walls were lined with peeling paint, and the scent of salt and decay filled the air. Their footsteps echoed loudly as they climbed the narrow staircase, leading them to the keeper's quarters. In the dim light, they discovered an old journal belonging to Captain Gray. The pages were yellowed and brittle, filled with the captain's meticulous handwriting. Lucy read aloud one of the entries. "The storm grows stronger each night. I fear the worst is yet to come." Suddenly, the room grew even colder, and a ghostly figure appeared before them. Captain Gray, with his tattered uniform and piercing eyes, stared at them with a look of sorrow and desperation. "Leave this place," he whispered, his voice barely audible. "The storm is coming. You must go." Tom and Lucy were frozen with fear, but the urgency in the captain's voice propelled them into action. They fled down the staircase, the howling wind growing louder with each step. As they reached the entrance, the lighthouse door slammed shut behind them. Outside, the storm raged on, and the couple watched in horror as the lighthouse beacon flickered to life, illuminating the turbulent sea. The light revealed a shipwreck near the rocky shore, the remains of a vessel that had been lost to the tempest long ago. Realizing the lighthouse was somehow caught in a time loop, forever reliving the night of the shipwreck, Tom and Lucy knew they had to break the cycle. They returned to the town and gathered the villagers, sharing their harrowing tale. Together, they performed a cleansing ritual, honoring the spirits of the lost sailors and the tireless efforts of Captain Gray. As the ritual concluded, the storm subsided, and the lighthouse beacon finally went dark, signaling that the souls trapped within had found peace. From that day forward, the old lighthouse stood as a silent sentinel, a reminder of the bravery and dedication of those who had once guided ships to safety. The townsfolk never forgot the legend of Captain Gray, and the spirit of the old lighthouse keeper finally rested in peace.